And now, more fun.
If you're interested in an additional
$60.
flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your bindle if you let us take you apart.
Bindle. I like this whole like part here. Then again, I'm just gonna be that guy. Anyways, I like this puzzle a lot because it definitely it makes you think, and that's why oh shit, no. Oh god, I don't want to mess any of that up. Does that have blue on it? It better. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. This is a bit of a tedious puzzle if you mess it up, which, yeah, that's the part that sucks. Let's do this. I just don't like screwing these up, because if you screw those up, well, God help you. I do like this, though. This is a good puzzle. I just hate when you screw it up on accident. That's where it becomes a pain. Let's see. Because I think this, as a, like, concept, is really cool. I'm sure there's user maps that kind of have this sort of vibe, but I don't know, man. To me, this is just fun. Yeet! And I believe, yeah, good. I did not want to do that twice. If you do that twice, it sucks. You don't want to do it twice. Oh, dick sausage. Come on. There we go. I remember playing this the first time, though, and I still feel that, like, oh, I get it kind of feeling. Oh shit, I forgot to switch this over. So much for that perfection, right? I had to be a human being and admit that I make mistakes. Gross. I don't like that. I believe this has to be the bouncy goo. Okay. Pretty damn sure. Otherwise, you just stand there like a jackass, I guess. Alright. See, manipulating your momentum, I think, is what makes these tests really fun.
In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us.
I believe the next test is where we get introduced to, basically giant gallons of semen, which is great, I guess, but I mean, I really don't think they needed to have this in the game, other than plot convenience, I believe. I think that's probably why.
I'm thanking these people for staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing. You've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on...
Oh, shit. I just like beard dirt. I think that's a good, stupid joke. Beard dirt.
I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats?
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or, oh my god. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
So now we get white portal juice. Or just white gel, moon gel, I don't know what you want to call it. This is essentially the Deus Ex Machina of Portal 2. I guess that's one way of putting it, but it's still kind of cool. Like, I like the idea that you can create your own portals, but it's definitely not used nearly as much as you think it would be, which is why I said there's a big problem I have with Portal 2, and it's like, its gimmicks just kind of come and go. Get it? Because it's white. But, good. Back to thinking. But, yeah, I wish they used it more, and I know that's why. And now there's more sad.
Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the
Oh,
quality
he
of
looks
our
like
test
Joe
subjects has
Biden,
risen
except
dramatically.
melted.
Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7
face.
worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bottom
It almost
anyway,
looks like
ground
Shell.
up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am
Deathly
deathly
ill.
ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow
Everyone
leach
loves
the lunar
this
poison
line.
out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Let's all stay positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
It's so sad. Why did Cave Johnson have to die? I mean, he'd only be like 200 years old in the present day, but still. I don't know, man. But that is a huge Deus Ex Machina later on in the game. Like, if you've played the game, you know what it is. But this, everyone loves this part, so I'll just let it do its thing. Well, this is the line that I think everybody that hasn't played Portal 2 knows, because it's just funny. Yeah, I don't need your... No, I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't heard it, so... Oh, now I'm covered in white sticky stuff. Alright. Do it, just do the line, so I can get a good giggle too. I do think this is why people complain about the gimmick, it's just painting surfaces. And I agree. I think this is kind of half-assed, really. Like, this could have been way better. And then we just shoot some more spoogie juice down here. And try to get it on this. You're just kind of basically hoping that the physics of these models actually contacts what you need. There is a way to kind of do it, but it's just... I don't know. You can angle your portal a tiny bit to do it, but it's just inconsistent. Oh, come on. This is why I hate this. This is the only time in the game you really have to do this. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to do it. But I don't know. I want to do it my way, man. Why can't I do it my way? It just, something about that looks weird. I know it's, you could say, oh, it looks like cum, but it's just something about it just doesn't look right. Alright, let's see if I can... I think this should be enough room. If not, well, I'll find out. Yeah, that didn't work. Ah, dicks. This is, like I said, the only part of the game where you have to really do this, and I just feel like this is not very well executed. Like, I always feel like I don't have enough, I've got to shoot it in a specific angle, and... yeah. Let's just save. Yeah, that should be enough. Oh, come on. There we go.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad, man. I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these?
Yeah, take the lemons.
Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day and thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons.
Oh, I like this guy.
I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
Finding people. He says what we're all thinking.
Oh.
Point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm going to say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can.
She's modest.
You make her. Yeah, I'll put her in my computer. I don't care. All right, test over.
Goodbye, sir.
And I'm back to your desk.
Goodbye, sir.
Aw, that is sort of sad. So if you couldn't tell, GLaDOS is essentially Carolyn, or at least a form of her, and it's why GLaDOS is in charge of the facility. That's kind of a cool little subplot thing they worked in. It makes more sense of how GLaDOS would be more aware. I mean, there's more to it than that, but I still kind of like that. I think that's an actually well put in thing. That's a very Valve thing.
But that crazy man down there was right.
Crazy man.
Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, and that's with some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least explode with some dignity.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I genuinely still feel like this is where Portal 2 does the Valve thing, if that makes sense. Like, it's a very... I mean, you have to have really played Valve games to get it, I guess, but it's a very Valve-y kind of... Like, this just feels like a Valve game at this point. I just can't really explain it any better. When the game just kind of gets half-assed at times and isn't really the greatest, you know, I think this is where it really starts to feel like this is the game that everyone wanted, you know. Everyone wants the good Portal game. Ah, shit, I did it wrong. But this is what everyone wanted. This is what the media was hyping Portal 2 to be, you know. And instead, the beginning of the game just feels like constant tutorializing. And I know that's important to explain all these concepts to the player, because there's a lot of stuff going on. But Portal 2 does it too much, too fast, not enough. And then this is kind of like, alright, this is the game's way of saying, okay, smart guy, how are you going to solve this conundrum? All the pretty colors, that's how. Now, whenever someone's like, oh, Portal 2, you gotta paint all the things, so stupid, everything sucks, I just want to know, what the hell were you thinking? Because this is like the only time in the game this white gel ever comes up as a puzzle mechanic. So, and everyone's got their opinions on it. I definitely think it's fine. It's not that bad. It could have been handled better, yes. That is, without a equivocation, very true. Okay, for God's sake, that isn't enough. I just feel it's not that bad. It's an ambitious idea. You gotta give them credit where credit's due. It's still at least an idea. I think that should be good enough. Okay, now let's switch those, get these guys over here. Shit, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And then we get to do this. Actually, no, there we go. Now, there is some ways you can cheese this, but it's not very easy. So, now we get to go like this. Bob-a-doop. And... You see, I like this part. This is what I mean. Like, this makes you think, okay, where are all the gels? Where are my portals at? Where can I put them? And then you just kind of go, alright, now I got this. Like, I like that. That's good shit. Not gonna lie. It's just, once your goo attacks something else, then you're just kind of screwed. But other than that, I still think this is a decent puzzle. A good finale, if you will. I especially like this next part that only happens one time in the game. I like this right here. Where the hell is it? Okay. I like this. I don't know why. It's the only time in the game you get to do something like that, and it's just really cool and satisfying. I'm sure you could do that with the other gels, but I did it here. And you can climb up this. I'm not using any sort of weird source engine bugs or anything. I'm just holding up. Like, you can do this in Half-Life 1, as well as Half-Life Source. Like, you can slow your momentum down and just sort of cheese stuff, but you don't have to do that to do that. You don't have to do that to do that. Seth Blood. Yeah. Yeah. That's a me thing. So, yeah. My brain. It's a fascinating thing. It really is. Alright, so now we can do this. This. This is a terrible plot device. Why is this here? I mean, I'm just trying to be generous, okay. Why is this here out of all the things in the game that predict that GLaDOS is destroyable or corruptible? Why is this all of a sudden here? This just kind of invalidates the entire story. And I know that hurts somebody's feelings that I just said that, like, it's a bad plot device. And it doesn't even work. That's what's even more odd. It doesn't actually work. And I don't know, it just comes off as kind of half-assed. I could be bitching too harsh, but it's true. It just feels really, hey, guess what, all of a sudden, wait a minute, why didn't they do that in the first game? It's one of those kinds of things. It's just, it's hard to ignore, you know? I guess that's just me being a whiny, snobby writer guy, but it's really jarring. Like, think about this for like 2 seconds here. Why didn't that poster get plastered everywhere in, you know, GLaDOS's area? How would she also not be able to listen to what she's saying? Because she's a computer. If she's a computer, she's constantly thinking. You see, this is the kind of thing that just really bums me out from this experience, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power mad AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding. Marginally.
Yeah. I don't know, that's just kind of half-assed writing still to me.